Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to Saturday. It's Saturday night. You know what that means? It's time for our Saturday seance. That's right. Today we're going to do something just a little different. Instead of our normal class and channeling, I thought we would do another water scrying seance. I got so inspired today. You know, as I was cleaning house, I got boxes of junk stored in every corner. I really do. But I found, excuse me, a little treasure I wanted to show you guys. This is a little Victorian silver pitcher. I believe it's a gravy pitcher. I think it's a little too big for a creamer. I suppose it could be a creamer. But it's Victorian, and it's by Reed and Barton, I think. But look what's really cool is the beautiful work on it. It's all chased silver, and let me see if I can find it here. It's got the Pan etched on the silver, the Greek god Pan. Here he is. Let's see. It's hard to see. I have debated whether to polish this or not, because sometimes they say when you polish Victorian silver, it loses value. But if you look right here in the middle, it's not showing up on camera. I have to use my other camera to do photos. But there's the face of the god Pan woven right in. He's got his horns. You can see his face here. It's not showing up. But anyways, this is done in the Victorian era when, you know, there was kind of a Greco-Roman revivalism. So this dates from around the late 1880s, 1890s time period. It's got a little bit of a dent in it here. But it's just beautiful. It's not probably worth a lot of money, but it's just neat nostalgia. And I think it looks very witchy. So I've got it filled with water. That's why I can't tilt it around much. And I thought that, you know, we'd have a little seance. I got my scrying bowl here. And this is my triple goddess scrying bowl. And it's the maiden, the mother, and the crone. I can never remember which is which. I think this is the maiden, and then this is the mother, and then this one's the crone. And they're each distinct faces. Anyways, I just love this scrying bowl. If you want to get a scrying bowl like this, you can pick these up over at rarewiccaspells.com. That's where I bought this. I bought this like 2 years ago. I love it. I use it all the time. It's got a deep center. It's all in black. And the carving work is amazing with the Celtic knotwork banding and then the pictures of the goddesses and the trees. Very mystical. So I recommend it. So I thought we'd get ready and have a little seance. I think I'm going to take down the lights here. At least let's make it a little dimmer. So give me just a moment as I finish getting set up. I'll be right back with you. Stay here. So we've got our lights a little softer, and we're going to put our scrying bowl here. Actually, I have this book. In fact, I got to show this to you. This is a vintage book that I have. It's all bound in leather, and it's got the Green Man on it. It's from Easton Press, and interestingly, it's the picture of Dorian Gray, which is a classic Victorian mystery horror story. Anyways, that'll have to be a whole nother video. But I just thought it's kind of cool because, you know, with our Victorian picture, now we've got a Victorian stand to put our scrying bowl on. So we're going to put that there. And we're going to go ahead and add some water. So let's go ahead and do that. So as we pour the water, let's just reflect on the mysteries about to come. You know, the element of water is a powerful element in spiritual life. And there we go. Well, that just about filled it. That's a good picture. Well, I'm going to use that in future seances. And I've got a white candle here as well that we'll set out. And I thought what we do is just start with an invocation to open the portal. What I like to do is just lay my hands over the water, and I like to make a triangle, which is like an opening of a doorway. And I say, Great Spirit, we call upon you now. Open the door between the worlds. Allow this water to become a vessel, a doorway to the spirit realm. So mote it be. And then sometimes I like to trace a pentacle. And I'll say, here this pentacle I lay, for blessing and protection by night, by day. So mote it be. And then what you want to do is just settle down and just look into your bowl. Now when you do these type of seances, you want to just relax into it. Don't get overwhelmed, and just relax. And as you look into the bowl here, you might see something even from your side. You never know. So we're going to just pause, take a deep breath, and just relax. Relax into this. I like to just sit back. You know, when you do gazing, you don't want to force yourself to stare. Just be very relaxed, just very calm, and just see what images start to surface. A lot of times I'll see the water cloud over, and it hasn't done it yet, but we're going to just watch, and we may see something fascinating. I call forth the spirit people who want to speak to us this night through this portal of water. We welcome you. I invoke Goddess Bridget, Goddess of well springs and holy waters. I ask that you lend your power now to our work this night. So mote it be. Blessed be. And as I'm looking into the water, I'm starting to actually see a little bit of clouding happen. And it's just getting a soft glow. It's interesting, it's taking on a bluish tint tonight, bluish kind of with a purplish blue undertone. And when you start to see the water cloud over, don't freak out, just stay calm, just relax, and let the visions unfold. And as I look into the water, I'm still seeing the clouding. What's interesting now, I'm seeing, it looks like sparks of light. And this is interesting because I see motion, and it's like I'm looking into a night sky now. And I can see the little stars twinkling, pinpoints of light. Just let yourself go into the visions that open. And as I go into that vision, I can feel a breeze now. Many times when I scry, I have physical sensations. And right now I'm feeling breeze all about me. There's no air in the room, but it's like I'm between the worlds. I'm starting to pass through the portal. And I can feel the breath of air. I can feel gentle breeze. And as I'm looking through the water, I'm seeing and sensing that I'm now standing in a beautiful field. I know this field. We've been here before. It's an opening at the edge of a woods. And it's nighttime, and I'm looking up, and I see just a small, thin crescent moon. And I see the stars twinkling about. And I see below my feet a well-worn path in the grass. And so I start to walk that path through the grass. And I'm entering into the woods now. Before me stands a man I see emerging from behind a tree. And he looks like a wizard. He's tall and thin. It looks like he has on dark gray, kind of charcoal gray robes. And he has a wide-brimmed hat, like a witch hat, but it's floppy, like a wizard's hat. He's a bit like Gandalf, a bit. And he has a beautiful carved staff in his hand. And as he approaches me now, he says to me, "Come forward." And as I approach him, he hands to me a bag. And it's a beautiful dark blue velvet. And as I ask him what this is, I hear him reply. He says, "This is a blessing to you from the realm of the Fae." It's interesting, as I'm looking into the vision, I can see it as clear as if I'm watching a film. And so I open the bag. Oh my heavens, there's the most beautiful emerald in the bag. And the wizard says to me, "I know that you like emeralds, and this is a gift from the Fae realm. Are you part of the Fae realm, sir?" And he smiles. He said, "But of course I am. Welcome." I ask him what his name is. I said, "Can you give me your name?" And he says, "My name is Merlin. Are you the Merlin, the magician of old, of the tales of Arthur?" He smiles at me. I can see him smiling. He said, "Perhaps so." Wow. He asked me to follow him. He's pointing. I see him raising his staff. And he says, "Follow me this way." He's pointing in a direction. As we walk, I see in the sky through the trees that crescent moon, which is shining down. And Merlin takes me, looks like we're going to a cave, actually. And as I'm looking at this cave, it's beautiful. It's got a kind of a glowing light coming from inside. But it's not like firelight or electric light. It's, how do I describe it? It's kind of etheric looking. And Merlin is taking me inside this cave now. And in this cave, as we walk in, I can see purple and blue and green light emanating from the walls. It's a crystal cavern. As I look inside, I can see crystals everywhere. This is amazing. And he said, "Listen to the crystals. They have a consciousness and can speak to you and sing to you." And I'm hearing it sounds like tones, beautiful tones of music that is vibrating from these crystals. And one of the crystals, sounds so strange, but I swear I can see it. The crystal is speaking to me. One of the crystals, beautiful, it looks like a clear quartz crystal. The crystal says, "I wish to travel with you. Take me with you." He said, "You can pull me from the wall. It will not hurt me." And so I reach up and I pull the crystal. And it pops off of the wall. It's in my hand and it's humming and vibrating and speaking. Merlin looks at me. He said, "All things here in the realm of the Fae are living. Remember this, for all the things of the earth too are living. But people of the earth have forgotten. They have forgotten the truth of the life found in plants and rocks and minerals. Many humans, Merlin's speaking, he says, many humans today think only of themselves, forgetting the sanctity of the life all around them. Merlin says, he says that those of you who follow the ancient ways are beginning to discover again these truths. We of the Fey realm will come and guide any of those who seek the truth of life and of the earth. Those of you who practice Wicca and the ancient earth religions, we especially are available to you. For each of you will be leaders to awaken the rest of humanity, that they will find truth and light and goodness. Wow. I'm standing here. I can see, it's like I'm literally in it. And this is the amazing thing. When I scry, I'm physically there. Yet I'm still here. It's like being between two worlds. I asked Merlin. Merlin heard me. He said, yes, it's true. You're between the worlds. This too is a mystery. For each of you who will open your mind, you will discover your spiritual power. Not only you, but all who walk this path can reach our realm, and our realm can reach to you. Reflect on this. That's his words. It's amazing. This cave just glows. Merlin says that it's time for me to return now. He said, your journey, though brief, has brought you much insight. At least we hope it has. Yes, I tell him. And he escorts me. I can see us going out of the cave, going through the woods. And again, it's interesting. I look up, I can see that moon shining, that silver crescent. A lot of times when I go to the Fey Realm, I always see a full moon, but tonight I'm seeing a crescent moon. It's a waxing crescent. Merlin just said to me, I heard him say, he says, do you wonder about that moon? We arrange it as a message for you. He said, you're growing now like the moon, new in knowledge and power and access to the realms of truth and light. Let yourself continue to grow. Come here often, for we have much more to teach you. I am so amazed at this. This vision is just, wow. And now we're back in the field. And he's pointing up to them, and the sky is clear now. I can see now we're away from the tree cover. We're in the open field. And he's raising his staff to the moon. And at the top of his staff, there's a giant, like, crystal. It's like a quartz crystal, like a point. And it's literally like glowing, like the moonbeams are coming down on it and it's glowing. He said, I draw down the power of the ancient mother. You should also draw from her power. And I tell him, yes, I do as a Wiccan, I do draw down the moon. He said, good, continue in this practice. He said, the time here moves differently, and so you must return to your world. And so I'm going to go back across the field. And Merlin's pointing me to a door. It's a door of light. I see just floating in the air like an open portal. It's like a large door shaped, like a door frame out of light. It's just in the middle of this field. And he says, walk through that door, and you'll be back fully united in your body. He says, I bid you farewell and thank you for visiting with us. Please come here often. We await your presence for learning. We will teach you if you will receive us, for we will receive you. And I thank him greatly. And as I start to walk away, I can see his crystal staff in his hand glowing. And as I approach the door, I can see myself sitting in my chair. It's like I'm outside my body. I see myself looking into my scrying bowl. It's weird. It's like being here and there at the same time. And I walk through the door. And now I'm back. Whew, that was amazing. That was a real trip, my God. Whew, I'm telling you, I gotta take a break for a second. Well, Tubies, I tell you, I have the most amazing scrying experiences. Like, I love to work with the scrying mirror. I love crystal balls. But I get the most out of this scrying bowl. I think it's just that I really attune to the element of water. But I got to tell you, this was pretty amazing tonight. And look how much we accomplished with just a little bowl of water. Isn't that amazing? You see, when you're doing spiritual development, you don't have to spend a big fortune and buy $10,000 crystal balls. Just a little water. Isn't that amazing? So, anyways, I want to thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. I hope this is giving you some ideas for your own spiritual development. You know, it's interesting because the wizard Merlin literally spoke to me tonight. And he said to me, come here often and learn from us. So, I think I'm going to regularly, I may not do it every week as a video for you, but in my own personal practice, I think I'm going to really make my scrying work with my water bowl a real focus, because it's amazing. I was there. I was there. I mean, this was amazing. And the messages came through to me so clear. I could see him like it was like three-dimensional. Pretty neat stuff. Anyways, I'm just glad you guys are here. I hope this has been of some interest for you tonight and some fun. And by the way, if you get a chance, oops, I don't know where I put it. Well, I have to find it, but pop over to my website. If you want to work on your spiritual life, I have a number of books there go to psychicbob.com. And you can read about my work as a psychic, and I have a bookstore up there. If you see a tab at the top that says books, you can click on that and purchase my books there. So anyways, I want to bring that to you. You guys are rocking it, and I really thank you. Listen, give you an update. Tomorrow is Sunday. Psychic Bob's going to go out and have a night off. I want to have some fun, and so we're not going to have the witching hour tomorrow. But maybe I'll get out a little something in the morning for you. Psychic Bob just needs a break. I want to go out and have some fun. So I'm going to go out. I might go out to dinner and go to the movies tomorrow and just get away for a while. So we won't be having the witching hour, but we'll be back next week with that, not to worry. But check back here tomorrow, Sunday. I'll have a little something, hopefully, in the day for you before I go out. But thank you for being here tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this. Every now and then we like to delve into different realms of the spirit. And tonight looks like we connected with the Fae realm, the realm of the fairy people. And I enjoyed it. So guys, thanks for being here. I love you. Tell me in the box below, have you ever worked with water scrying? And what has been your experience? And did any of you see anything tonight? I swear I was looking in. I was like, I wonder if anybody can see this. Maybe you saw something, maybe you didn't. Doesn't matter, but either way, just tell me what your experience was tonight. Guys, thanks for being here. I love all of you. You all have been so good to me and so kind. And I never forget you. Blessed be. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And until then, may all of you always, as I always say, blessed be.